Your hand. It's actually a sticky tape and he's been holding it like for ilang minutes ka nang wala.
Baka 10.
And then we're asking him to open up and he won't.
Yeah. Can you please open your hand? No, no. Hello, Faith Fam. Welcome home to you and Faith Moms. So, kwentong nanay, a little catch up. The past day, siguro around 3 days, my baby has not been feeling well because I believe, he's experiencing teething pain. So, he's been incredibly clingy. And then, ako din, wala akong masyadong magawa, kundi just to comfort him and nurse on demand, breastfeed on demand for comfort nga. So, si baby, syempre, mas siya, fussy siya. And, mabilis siyang umiyak. Mga konting bagay lang, natitrigger siya. And, kahit anong, syempre, kahit anong explain ko, I try to talk to him. Kahit hindi pa niya maintindihan yung words, at least, ma-feel niya na kinocomfort ko siya and I'm trying to communicate with him. So, sinasabi ko, baby, ganyan talaga kasi ang baby ay magninipin at masakit yan, uncomfortable. Sasabi ko, I understand you, but then you have to go through it and that's just normal, that's part of growing. Diba? Ang dami ko nang sinabi kahit hindi pa niya naiintindihan. Pero it helps. Hindi man siguro niya maintindihan, but it also helps me to stay sane. para din ma-regulate ko din yung sarili ko. Hindi ko siya sabayan na kalma, nanay, normal na pinagdadaanan ng bata. To, ako din, yung baby, pinagdaanan ko din to, and that's just part of growing. And it's amazing how God, uses even the simplest and the most ordinary points in our life, things in our life, to teach us a truth. Ganun nga din ang mga parables, diba, sa Bible. They're seemingly ordinary stories na may katotohanan, may spiritual insight. And yun ang parang naging revelation sa akin the past days that my baby has not been feeling well, and ako din na sometimes, growth, or maybe not even sometimes, more often than not, growth is uncomfortable. Growth is often painful. And I really experienced this physically nung nagbubuntis ako, diba? Na you feel your body, your skin stretching, you feel very uncomfortable. At times you don't feel comfortable in your own skin kasi nga it feels so different because you're growing. You're growing a child. You're also growing physically. And madaming uncomfortable na mga bagay nung nagbubuntis ka kasi nga you're growing two people, yourself and your baby. Uncomfortable na yung mga damit mo, uncomfortable na yung pagkilos mo. Minsan tumatawa lang yung husband ko noon kasi para daw akong penguin maglakad, lalo na nung malapit na yung kabuanan ko, para na talaga akong penguin kasi laki ng tiyan ko. And then medyo short kasi ako. Hindi ako vertically challenged ako, kaya para akong penguin nun. And it was really uncomfortable. As much as I would look back at my pregnancy journey as, a beautiful stage in my life, but it was not free from pain. It wasn't free from, discomfort and inconvenience. And yun din yung tinatry kong sabihin sa sarili ko at sa anak ko kahit hindi niya pa maintindihan at this time na because he's growing, he's developing, may mga bagay talaga na uncomfortable and even painful. Teething is painful. I don't remember it anymore kasi baby pa din ako noon, but as I can see with my baby na he's really struggling physically. Sobrang nanggigigil siya. Hindi ko alam kung siguro halong makati yung gilagid niya at masakit, and he's just not feeling well. He's not just feeling like he used to or yung as normally, diba? And even spiritually, emotionally, on personal levels may mga ganun din palang bagay, at least for me, na nakikita ko yung similarities sa mga ganitong experiences na when God is growing us in character, in character, attitude, halos pareho, and even in responsibilities, sometimes masakit. Sometimes it even breaks you. It breaks and shatters yung mga siguro yung mga nakasanayan mo, yung mga routines and rhythms mo, but there has to be changes in order for you to grow. There has to be some sort of training, and at times it's even rigid training mentally, emotionally, and character-wise para lang matuto ka, para lang mag-grow ka. And God allows those times not to simply break us na maging hopeless tayo, but to break everything or something that's not pleasing to Him, that's not of Him, or sometimes dahil lang hindi na kailangan, hindi na siya nababagay sa season kung saan tayo, or sa season kung saan niya tayo dadalhin. Sometimes He breaks that or changes that for us to grow into the people that He wants us to be, the people that we need to be for the future that only He could see. And in our case, the future that my baby could not see because of all these painful things that he's going through is yung magkakangipin na siya. Hindi niya, of course, hindi pa niya maintindihan na doon papunta yon, kung bakit kailangan niyang pagdaanan tong season na to. But that's the future that's waiting for him, and he has to go through this season of, para sa akin, may season of sleepless nights, and sa kanya uncomfortable nights and days para mag-grow siya, mag-develop siya, at para magkangipin siya. Parang ganun. May sense mo yung sinasabi ko. Hopefully, kahit pa paano, nagko-connect yung dots. Pero ayun, so, somehow, yun ang nag-i-encourage sa akin to be present, to be patient, and to just comfort my baby, because in my own life, in my own growth din as a person, God's been like that. He's been patiently fathering me, comforting me, and helping me, and disciplining me kung kinakailangan, so that maabot yung growth na gusto niyang pagdaanan ko. And I hope this encourages you kung ikaw din ay nakakaranas ng similar na situation. If you're going through tough changes, tough times, I hope that God will, encourage you and comfort you kung bakit kailangan mong pagdaanan tong mga to. And only He could give you those answers, but maybe this anecdote, metaphor, ay makapag-encourage sa'yo to keep on keeping on, because God has a purpose. And even if, sometimes hindi natin makita yun, kung anong purpose man, kung bakit kailangan maging inconvenient or maging mahirap, at this point, we could trust the heart of God. We could trust the character of God, that He's faithful and He's a good Father. Hindi ka niya pababayaan. Katulad ni nanay, habang ang baby ay nagingipin, hindi niya pababayaan. Ayun, dami kong kwento. Haha. Kung meron kayong gusto i-share, comment nyo lang din in the comment section below. What is God teaching you in this time na siguro ay inconvenient din o mahirap, but you could feel and see na may patutunguhan naman. Ano yun? Ano yung big lesson na yun para sa inyo? Para din matuto din ako.